Hello and welcome back to Rimworld and the Chronicles of Rimmick, Episode 6. Last episode, Rimmick rescued and released a crashed pod survivor and hunted some foxes in Muffalo. We ended off with Rimmick in a psychite binge mental break just as another merc arrived. How is she going to get out of this alive? Let's watch and see. Our assailant is fairly well-rounded, especially with passion in crafting and intellectual, but trigger-happy is not great, especially early on. We can see here that they aren't especially well dressed for the present cold. Since they aren't attacking right away, this might work to our advantage. If you watch here, you can see them become injured by frostbite. They knock Rimmick's gun out of her hand and she's not hitting back. Then suddenly Rimmick one-punches them dead on the ground. Just as another merc shows up, Rimmick comes out of her binge days. We have another very tempting pawn. Cannibal, steadfast, good combat skills. But can we deal with a captive right now? Let's worry about it after we've defended ourselves. With two heavy bleeds, Rimmick decides to let them bleed out, still debating about whether she can manage a long-term pirate captive. The pirate has passed out from blood loss. It's time for Rimmick to decide. She's decided again to let them meet their end here in the ice sheet. Still enjoying the effects of a catharsis, Rimmick heads to bed, safe and sound. A short while later, a spacer lands on the ice sheet. Not the worst colonist, but the incapability of intellectual means it's only a catch and release for Joe Penguin Sparks. Rimmick only has 5 hours to haul them back and stop the bleeding. After only 2 hours, it seems they may have frozen to death first. The other event was yet another Muffalo migration. They're already halfway across the map, so it's doubtful we can get all of them. With the first Muffalo pushed back and slowed down significantly, Rimmick tries for a second. Rimmick has entered starvation, but her catharsis should be able to hold her mood above breaking. Having taken some risky shots already, Rimmick remembers the last time she hunted Muffalo, and decides to let the others leave the map before taking more shots. Even 2 Muffalo are no small gain. She heads home absolutely ravenous but waits to get back to camp before eating. Rimmick is now dismantling some slate ruins to the northwest. She has a plan to build an escape hut. What's an escape hut? Wait and see. This is where rescued pawns will be taken to safely exit the map without freezing, where they will magically be rescued and definitely survive. A chain of lynx have arrived in the ice sheet. Great care will need to be taken when hunting these creatures. As hunters themselves, they are quite aggressive and will likely retaliate when hit. With the Lynx still making their way towards the shelter, the pod crashes to the south. A teenage brawler has landed who is somehow both greedy and kind. Rimmick knows all about rough exteriors and decides to take them in, hoping that they will join. But like we've seen before, Rimmick is first going to hunt some Lynx before coming to the rescue. She's got some time, and the need for food is just too great. Both injured Lynx have now enraged, but with one missing a paw and both having several gunshot wounds, this should go in our favor. With a couple of Lynx in the storage room, it's time to rescue Matt. With that, Matt has been brought into the warm shelter, cleaned and patched up by Rimmick, and tucked in for the night. While Rimmick grabs a bite to eat and tucks herself in, let's say goodnight to them both for now. I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please click that like button and subscribe to the channel. But for now, be kind, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next one.